Hey guys, so today I thought I would sit down and share with you some of my makeup packaging pet peeves. I feel like some of you will probably agree with me on some of these items, some of you may disagree. This is a video I've been wanting to film for a while, so if you guys would like to see what really drives me crazy about makeup packaging and also what some brands are doing right, then just keep watching. Okay, so my first pet peeve would have to be bulky packaging, like Physicians Formula is notorious for doing. This is their butter bronzer, but I feel like their butter blush, their butter highlights, their butter cookie line, like the limited edition ones, they're all this thick and they don't need to be. This is what is the product and the mirror, and the rest of this is extra packaging. It takes up so much space in my makeup drawer. It takes up so much space in my makeup bag. They recently just came out with the Butter Buddies collection, and this is how deep they are when all is said and done. There's no extra packaging. They don't come with a large kind of basin for a brush. They don't come with all of this extra lid packaging. So my first qualm with beauty products is when they have just too much packaging, too much bulk to them, when you only need this much for the product and a mirror if you'd like to throw that in there. So that's a pet peeve number one, but the product inside is great. I just wish they would streamline their packaging a bit. Next up are products that have to be poured out. The RCMA No Color Powder is an excellent setting powder, but you have to shake it out like a seasoning. Who wants to do that? That means you have to have an extra cap around, have to have an extra tray, something to pour it into. You can't pour it into this because it's just a pop top. Nowhere to pour it into. Same with this one from Dermablend. This is the Quick Fix Corrector. This is the peach one. It has a lid, then you pop it off. So in theory, you could pour it into here, but it's just a hassle. I'd rather it just had an open spout and I could dip my brush into instead of having to pour it out. But next up is a product that I absolutely love and I'm obsessed with. However, they all look exactly the same. Yes, I have 4 different shades of the NYX, what's this one called? The Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I have Espresso, Caramel, Taupe, and Brunette because depending on the shade of my hair, I mix them to get the perfect color. But the color is written right here in microscopic print, so it's very hard to see. So I have to keep pulling them all out, searching for the name, and I have to do that with each one. I wish they just put them like on the end of the packaging, or just had like a clear lid, or just like a little dot on the end to show the actual color. That would be so helpful. The product itself is amazing. Packaging is a pain in the you-know-what. Same with these from CoverGirl. These are the CoverGirl Creamy Eyeshadow Sticks from their Clean Fresh line. Their shade names are written here, but if you don't know the color, then you're gonna have to open them every time to see what color is inside. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Let's try this one. That's not the one I wanted. So another pet peeve, I just wish that either the packaging looks different on the outside or that there was like a sticker on the end with the color name or like the color shade. That would be so helpful. The same issue with a lot of lipstick brands. This is Bite Beauty. I mean, the name is written on the bottom, but I don't know which one is the more yellow toned brown, Portobello or Portosini. I don't know. Same with most of the MAC lipsticks. They're black. You have to look at the bottom. Unless you have the shade names and what they look like memorized, you have to open them every time to be like, oh, yep, that's right. That's the purple one I was looking for. That's not the red one or the brown one. Same with Estee Lauder. While the package is very luxe and magnetic, you have to open them all up, and a lot of them have numbers on the bottom. I don't know what the numbers are. I just wish that they either had clear lids or something colored on the bottom to let you know, at least if it's like a pink, a red, an orange, or a brown. That would be so helpful. This next one, I'm not gonna lie, it took me forever to figure out how to open, and that's my next pet peeve. If it's not evidently clear how something's supposed to open, then you need to rework your packaging. This one has the seam right here, so I thought this was the top. So I was holding here, trying to lift it. I was pushing this button, trying to lift this top piece off. It wasn't until I watched a few YouTube videos that I realized that this whole section on the end is part of the lid. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I was having I don't know what, a brain fart that day, but it looks to me like this is the lid, this is part of the base. Or this should be something you hold on to open it, like some sort of leverage. But this Patrick Ta Dewy Know Her Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, this took me forever to figure out how to open the stupid packaging. And the product inside is beautiful, but I was so frustrated. So another pet peeve is products that are not clearly evident how they should be opening and functioning. Don't make it difficult. It's makeup. And my final pet peeve, this is another product that I absolutely love, but the packaging. This is a dropper, but the circumference of the bottle is so close to the dropper that, do you see what's happening as I put it back in? If I don't have it perfectly centered, product starts to kind of glob over the sides, which I don't like. It makes for a very, very messy packaging. So while I love the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum product, the opening of the bottle is not wide enough to not like be hitting with the dropper as you're putting it back in, which makes excess product run down over the sides, which makes for a very messy packaging as you use it more and more. So don't like that. Don't like things that are going to ooze over the side and become very messy. So those are my product pet peeves, but let me share with you some things that I feel like brands have done correctly. Let's start off with the MAC Fix Plus bottles. They have a locking mechanism so that when you're traveling, it's not going to be spraying accidentally. They have this on their full size and their travel size Fix Plus sprays, which I appreciate. I feel like there have been a few other ones. I feel like Dermablend had a primer. It was like a grippy primer that also had this locking mechanism, so it's not going to squeeze out in your bag, which I appreciate. Maybelline with their Superstay crayons, Superstay inks, they all have different color packaging, so you know if you're getting like a blue tone pink or a warm tone pink in your packaging. So not only is the name on the sticker, it's also different colored packaging, which makes it very easy to quickly grab the one you're looking for. Now, even when Maybelline makes their packaging all look the same, what do? They change the color of the sticker. So you know if it's gonna be like an orangey lipstick or more of like a plummy lipstick, a brown. That is so, so helpful when you don't have the shade names of every single product in your collection memorized. Or like L'Oreal did, use a clear lid. These I think are like the, what are these? Color Riche Plump and Shine products. The stickers are colored, and the lid is clear so you can see what shade you're picking up from both ends, which I highly appreciate. So that's it for my beauty packaging pet peeves and also what I feel like some brands are doing right. Let me know what really drives you crazy about cosmetics products down below. I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.